And that was the Goblin song for tonight. So we are up to session number 45 after a brief interlude. So characters are currently doing a storyline loosely based around Return of the Runelords and Secrets of Roderic Cove, as well as a few other adventure paths merged together. They have gone and travelled to Roderic's Cove and gone to what's called Roderic's Wreck, which is the home of Sir Roderic, the guy who founded Roderic's Cove. At which point they also spoke to the ghost of Roderic, which I will give them a brief statement that he said to them before finishing last session. The Cove, the stone house in the wood. The gauntlet saved them. My map, the key. Which some people wrote down on their notes because they were being rather specific to make sure they didn't run out of between sessions and go off and do something different.
Then forgot my notes.
And yes, the person I'm looking at who went to all the effort to write it down did indeed forget his notes. So, unless someone else wrote it down as well, there's a good chance that you might want to write that down again.
I did not write that down because I did not hear the end of the last session.
Do it now!
No, it's alright. Quest got it.
Quest has it. That's all good.
Alright, cool.
Nothing more to see here moving along. Okay, so now we're and you went back to Roderic's Cove to rest after dealing with the ghost because, well, you needed a bit of healing and a bit of sanity and a little less ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go through introducing everyone. We're starting off with Stefan.
Hello.
Who's playing Kroll, just in case he forgets who his character is.
Yes. I'm playing the green... Where am I?
Dervish.
Arrow. I think.
Mini named green guy.
Depends which locale I'm in. Green Arrow, and I am the party healer, and yes.
And he has set many a bone.
Too many times, yep.
Next up we have is M, who is playing Duzal.
Indeed. I have all the puppies.
Last session you got them all.
Mm-hmm.
There is more to collect.
I gotta collect them all.
You're gonna have a sledding team by the end of this campaign.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so I have all the puppies, so next downtime is going to involve lots of training.
On how to use the green arrow as a fire.
No, I'm pretty sure Puppy is going to teach them all that anyway.
Alpha dogs usually do.
Yep. Yes, last session I was kind of blindly following people through a haunted house. Yeah, probably had a few visions that I don't want to relive.
What visions?
There were a few visions. So, that brings us to Josh, the most famous of them all, Parry.
Yes, I am playing the greatest and bossest wizard known to man, Harry Potter. And I have no idea why everyone's so freaked out about this region. It's a very nice place, minus the fact that there's a depressed elf, there's a brilliant sage, and there's a forest that apparently people are dying in.
Well, it's a forest people are dying to go to. And
Is that pun unintended?
Yeah.
no pun needed, because they die when they get there.
Challenge accepted.
Well, it happens to be our next destination, so you know.
It is, so you'll find out why. Next person up is Morgan, who's playing Quest the Magnificent.
I play Quest the Goblin Bard, songsmith and musician extraordinaire. You know, friend of stoners and drunkens alike.
And a musician who can play discordant note unparalleled by most other people.
No, he plays music badly, Martin.
Nah, but only on purpose, right?
You avoid copyright.
And then that brings us to Peter with Willie the low blower, who can flatten most things with a swift jibe.
Yes, I'm playing Low Blow, better known as Lord Willie One Kenobi. Yeah, recently had my hands fixed, so hopefully that won't be happening again.
Oh no, it will
That'll
happen
happen
again.
again.
Yeah, thanks for the vote of confidence, guys.
You are much welcome.
You wake up in cast. What? What? When did that happen?
Yeah, a body cast.
Yeah, I was about to say, Willie's gonna get an upgrade in a minute.
We'll just wheel you into combat on a trolley.
Yeah.
Doozer will throw you at the enemy.
No. I throw Quest because he bounces, remember?
Yeah, but no, you throw Willie because it does more damage.
To who, Willie or the other person?
Both.
Yes.
Good question.
Okay, so picking up where we left off, resting for the night in the House of Quest. One person is sleeping surrounded by puppies.
Yep.
Kroll, otherwise known as the bed.
Okay, I'm now part of the bed, apparently. I've been downgraded from medic to bed, but fine.
Puppy bed is not a bad
your
place.
Puppy's beds.
Oh, okay.
And well, hey, you did get a puppy.
1, not 20.
Just that there's now 2 and a bigger puppy, making sure that they don't stray too far from you.
It's the least of my concerns.
And overnight, Quest has a dream.
I have a dream.
What would Quest like to dream about?
What would Quest what? Sorry?
What would Quest like to dream about?
Quest is probably having a nightmare at this stage. About
Okay, so nightmare accepted.
about pictures of moving ships and having to be stationary while on a moving ship.
Okay, in the middle of these dreams about these moving ships going up and down, left and right, you find yourself talking to your father. So what are you talking to your father about in this dream? That everyone else is also having, by the way.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yep.
Really?
They're all bystanders.
Didn't mean trying to hold on.
Does Quest realise it's a dream, or is it just happening?
As far as you know, you're having this nightmare that you can't escape from while having a conversation with your father.
I look at Parry and I go, where are the bitches?
I turned to Willie and went, oh, that's where Quest gets it from.
So he's probably talking about whatever is on the ship and why they need to take such a long, unfortunate voyage to get the stock back home.
Well, he says it's all about your legacy. And what legacy is he talking about?
Don't know. Probably the Quest wants to be well known. I guess probably supportive of the music thing, so that would be likely.
And so yes, you have this conversation with him that feels very strange because it feels like someone's asking you for something specific. And you think that there's this memory here of something about your dad trying to remind you something, and try to point you towards something that you're forgetting. What is it that he's trying to point you towards?
I don't know, there's probably something in the house that was supposed to be passed on to Quest when he returned from his epic journey
And why was it so dangerous that it was left in the house when the family went away?
I don't think it's dangerous. It's probably just left there for Quest to find. And it's...
Okay, so he's talking to you about this really important thing that you need to find in the house without telling you exactly what it is. And then he's saying, now the most important thing for you to remember when you find it is, and you wake up screaming.
Right.
When you wake up screaming, you realize you're in a room not at home. You're chained to a wall.
I'm chained to a wall.
You have scars all up your arm.
Parry.
And there's this little girl in front of you with pigtails asking you a question. What is it you really want?
Oh, here we go.
Where is the money? What did you want?
What do I want?
She thought
I'd like to know what that was all about.
You like to know what's all about?
Are you creating that dream?
No, I just brought you back to your old buddy.
Why'd you do that?
Well, it's easier to talk to you that way.
Right.
Well, I made the promise to Kroll.
Right, you're not allowed to see him anymore. He's not allowed to see you?
She'll figure it out. She hasn't quite figured out the parameters yet, but she doesn't really care. She's having fun.
Wasn't Crawl's thing for her to go away?
Yeah. So that's why Kroll every now and again goes, I'm leaving now, you can appear, and walks out the door every hour or so. Well, you know, at least once a day, so in case she wants to appear.
She says on the bright side she can bring you back here anytime she wants.
Anytime you want?
Yeah.
And you're going to send me back to my body when we're finished?
She pauses for a moment and going, if that's what you really want.
I mean, I don't care for the new body, but, you know, it's where my friends are.
You can keep this one if you like. It's only mostly dead.
Well, that's not fully dead, so that's something.
Yeah, I made sure it wasn't fully dead.
Thank you.
It's fun to poke every now and then.
There's a twitch.
It does twitch. That's why you have bad dreams every now and then.
Can Morgan teleport between bodies?
Well,
only when the demon girl wishes it.
Yeah. I like to think like he's in one scenario and just ragdolls and then appears somewhere else.
So go ahead.
Is there a reason I'm...
Oh yeah, I just wanted to do something for you. I just wasn't sure what.
Thank you. Can you make me better?
She can definitely make you better. Done. And she gives you a kiss on the cheek. There, that's all better. See, easy fix.
Sounds like a Parry's way of dealing with things.
Well, what now? Do we stay here for a while?
Well, we
Why am I
can.
chained up?
Oh, that's how they left you when they killed you.
They killed me.
Yeah, only a little bit.
Oh, you're back in Riddleport.
No, he's back in.
No, he's back in Riddleport at my temple.
Oh, was that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Still hanging around.
So, how have you been?
I've been having fun. Talking to people. They talk back most of the time. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't talk anymore, but that's their problem.
Are they dead when you talk to them, or are they just ignoring you?
Depends on what we talk about. Because, you know, I do like to have ornamentation around here and there. And sometimes I just got to find the right skull.
Makes sense.
Well, if you're doing, you know, the costume for the event of the year, you want it to look authentic.
Mm-hmm. What's the event of the year?
Well, she's not sure what this year's event was, but last year's event was a nice little fisticuffs event that she attended. That was fun.
Did you fight?
Didn't have to. Most people didn't want to fight her.
Well, it's unfortunate. You know, there's a guy that we have in our party who could probably fight you.
Yeah, his quality's a little bit low for her. She'd rather someone who, you know, who won't break things at the slightest provocation.
Oh, I see you met him.
Or she broke him.
Yeah, I know. So, can you let me out of these chains?
If I did, you'd just flop on the floor. You haven't walked around for over a few months in that body.
Mm.
It has been mostly dead.
Oh, okay. So what now then?
Well, I've been talking to your lighthouse friend.
Oh yes, the lighthouse friend.
And he says
How is he?
He seems to be doing pretty well talking to demons. I don't really understand his stance on music. It just seems so strange to her.
Yes, well, we've all met weird people like that.
But she's glad she got to know you a little bit better, and that it actually did work when she ripped your soul from the other body to this one.
Is that going to hurt when I go back?
Possibly. Would you like it to?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
That's fun.
So, next thing you know, you're screaming again. This time in your other body. And waking everyone up to your scream.
That hurt. She doesn't lie, does she?
No, she doesn't lie. And you've got strange protrusions.
Range protrusions.
I think that's a 14 on animal handling to calm the doggos.
The dogs are all hiding behind you.
Okay, I'll try and calm them individually.
Okay. And you see a glowing demon-esque figure sitting up in the middle of the room screaming.
Demon-esque?
Do we have weapons nearby?
You do, and they're wearing Quest clothes.
Oh, they're wearing... Well, that's fucking weird. Who knows about demons? Quest's been possessed by one.
I know about demons. What do you want to know?
Not the answer I was looking for.
So this is a demon person who we're trying to figure out who it was.
Yeah.
Knowledge religion or knowledge arcana, Martin, to know what's happened to Quest.
Well, give me a moment while I look up to make sure. Yes, it is demon. He is demonified. He looks like he is gone full demon.
It's gone full demon.
Yep.
Never go full demon.
He's got demonic horns. He's got bony protrusions. He's got scales.
Wait, so is he even goblin anymore?
He does not look like a goblin.
Oh wow.
Oh.
At which point, he remembers someone asking someone to make him better.
So, what's happened to me? Has he changed colour?
Yes. What color would you like to be?
Purple, I guess.
You are a nice, brilliant shade of purple. So brilliant you can actually see a purple glow coming from your skin, lighting up the area around you.
What's happened to my skin? My beautiful green skin.
And your voice seems deeper too.
Crawl, help!
And then you realize you're actually twice the height you were before, as you hit your head on the ceiling.
Who the hell are you?
What do you mean, who am I? I'm Crest.
No, you're not. You're some weird 5-foot purple spiked Belanga thing wearing Quest's clothes.
Who invited you to Greg to the party?
Martin,
Yep.
can I do a roll check to my brother. Because I know I'm hunting a demon, to distinguish this demon from the one I'm hunting.
Sure.
What type of roll would that be?
We shall make that a law roll. Whatever law roll you've got, we can use that.
Just trying to quickly settle Bob.
That is fine.
Sorry, what kind of roll was it again, Martin?
Any sort of law roll she's got, she's welcome to use.
Whatever your law is.
Okay, probably. I think all my law rolls are the same, but I
They're all pretty much the same.
Hinterlands, because that's
Hinterlands is fine.
Plus 6 to law.
Yeah, any in particular or just any?
One of the ones in the fridge. And so what did you get, Em?
A resounding 10.
A resounding 10. A natural one at all?
No, 4 plus 6.
Okay, so yes, as you look at him, you do see familiar pigtails hanging off the sides of the back of his head.
Okay.
Blonde pigtail?
Not blonde, but it's the same ribbons.
Oh, so it's not actually her?
No.
It's just, okay, good. So I was about to jump out the fucking window.
So you think she's had a hand in it, whatever has happened?
Okay, so I believe it's possibly Quest.
You do, especially with the stretched clothes.
No. Great.
So he's grown in size, but his clothes have not.
Fair enough.
Do you want a source of some kind on this? Okay.
Thank you.
No worries.
So yes, Quest the Goblin Demon.
Well, this is something new. Then he tries to stand up again and bangs his head.
Mm-hmm.
Boff.
You know I'm a field medic. I'm not a priest who deals in curses.
But you're a cleric.
I can't do this. And just points to all of you.
No. That girlfriend of yours.
I have a girlfriend?
Well, I don't know. You said you can't see her anymore.
Whoa, hang on a second. She doesn't have to have similar pigtails like you kind of have some bizarre screwed up reason. Does she? About my height-ish, roughly, and
Yeah, it's that girl from the fighting thing.
Fuck. Okay, what did you tell her?
I don't... What?
She has this thing where you tell her stuff and she does it. So you got to be careful what you say to her. Because
She asked me what I wanted. I just said I wanted to be better.
Because the thing with me and her is that I told her to basically bugger off or not be around me. And then she said, okay, that's fine, and now she will not appear around me, ever. So if she ever wants to talk to you guys, once a day I have to go and leave the apartment or whatever, so that you guys can talk to her in case she wants to. So yeah, just be careful what you say to her. Obviously you've had a makeover, so congratulations.
Okay. I don't think I can go out like this.
Put on a dress?
I wasn't talking about the clothes, but good idea.
Well, this kind of magic is far beyond my capability or understanding. As clericy as you claim I am.
Maybe you could ask her the more herself.
We could try and ask her herself. But obviously I can't be there because she won't appear, so...
And the Moro herself will also appear.
Ah, the Moro self. Yeah, that one.
But Quest has some good news. He now knows he has a way to talk to her without you being around.
Does he?
Is that good news?
For Kroll.
It is? I don't know.
So, if you have to leave the room, why did she rip me across the Riddleport?
Because she wanted to?
I suppose that makes sense.
I mean, let's face it. You remember when we did the whole, grudge match thing at the Golden Goblin and stuff, and how everyone was afraid of her? There's a reason for that, and this is an example why.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna have to talk to the elf. What time is it?
You hear roosters sounding outside. It's dawn. There's a knock at the door.
Is there a back door?
Yes.
I leave.
Okay.
In case it's her.
Okay, so to the yapping of puppies running out the back,
Oh yeah, shit.
you hear Kroll leave the room. Apparently someone announced playtime.
Yes.
As you see through the window of puppies doing pile on Kroll.
We should train our puppies to understand GTFO as playtime.
I think they do.
Let's GTFO, guys.
Oh, it's chase Kroll time. And then you hear the loud knock at the door again.
Who is it?
Message for you, sir.
Alright, well, out with it.
You see him trying to stuff something under the door.
Just leave it out there. We'll be out in a moment to get it.
Okay, if you say so. You hear a slight growling coming from out the front.
Slight growling.
Yep.
Hey, Doomsday, can you get the door?
I believe Roderic is ignoring you at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I guess West will just open the door.
Okay, you see a box bigger than you were as a goblin with slashes in various parts of it. And a low growl coming from inside it. with the words "crawl" on top. The words "quest" on top. Just what you always wanted, a wobberjack.
Drag it inside.
You hear a deep, unhappy growl as you drag it inside.
Are there any openings in the box?
There are lots of openings in the box. Many slashes through the box. Some bits area where it looks like it's actually caught some human blood here and there.
Mm-hmm. Can you see inside it?
Yes. You can see two glowing eyes staring at him. Just like the wobberjack you saw in the forest.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go get Kroll. You stay there.
You hear sort of a yell come from the box. Okay, so yes, you step out in the back. You see the fluorescent purple demon in his glory as he steps out. His glory being that his pants will not contain him.
That's gonna be so much of a problem.
He got the full demon juju.
Was it her at the door? What's going on?
There's a kitty in there.
A what?
One of the wobberjacks.
Wobberjack. Out of character, wobberjacks weren't supposed to be real?
No, they weren't, but he made them real.
But in character, they weren't, but they're now real. Okay, alright. Sorry, what?
Someone's just dropped a box with a wobberjack on the doorstep.
Yeah, but they
dragged it inside.
I could have sworn that was some crap you made up.
Make it up.
Sometimes jobs can be so badly made up they become true.
Oh. Wobberjack's a thing?
Yes.
Huh. It's a cat?
Well, I mean, most of the time.
What do you mean most of the time? What the hell is it?
It's a wobberjack.
Oh, God. Okay, does it have pigtails?
You know, it sounded pretty mad, so I didn't stop to check.
Alright, I guess we'll look at this wobberjack. Is it wounded?
I don't think so.
So why am I looking at it?
Because I don't know what to do with it. It used to be good with the dogs.
But so's Dooza.
Dooza was ignoring me.
Fine. Alright, let's go. Now motion to all the 20 dogs, whoever is behind me.
The three. They'll just stare at you and ignore you.
Okay, fine. Tell them to stay. And they won't. Oh, no, they won't.
And they seem to be chasing each other around the back area.
That's fine. Alright, so I'll follow our purple friend.
Yep. Stepping in, you get this really dank smell when you step inside.
Ooh.
Wasn't there before. And you hear the yelling of something in a box.
Okay.
And you can swear you can see some glowing eyes from inside the box, staring at you.
That's not good. Are you going to let it out so we can look at it, or what's the go? Is this thing poisonous?
No, they're just dangerous. I was gonna leave it in there until someone who's good with animals could calm it down. Do we have food?
Do you know what it eats?
You are the expert.
You know, I'm going to just try and attempt to make an animal roll and hope that I can take a stab at Wobberjack. For all I know, it probably likes candy floss or some shit. 13?
13. You have no idea.
Fine. It's got cat features. Do we have any fish?
I don't think there's any food in here.
There's pastries.
Yeah, let's just grab one of those pastries and give it a go.
Let's grabs a pastry and sticks it by one of the holes.
Yep.
Okay, a claw bigger than your hand comes through and pulls it in.
Mm.
The whole hand?
The claw is longer than your hand, yes.
Yes. Okay. So,
It's too big for the
Quest will
box.
try and-
Well, that's creepy as hell. At least we know it likes pastries. Give it another one?
I guess.
If we make content, it'll hopefully be more content to come out. Hopefully. Theoretically.
Okay. So yeah, we'll just keep feeding it pastries till it calms down, or someone tells us to stop.
Okay. So that seems to be going for a little while.
Alright. We are now out of pastries.
What would Willie and Parry and Doozer like to do while they're watching Quest interact with his Wobberjack in his demon-esque body?
I'm not aware of all this. I rolled back over and went back to sleep.
Okay.
Why didn't I think of that?
You had puppies.
That's true.
Okay, so as you're rolling over, you are having these strange dreams about being chased in the night by glowing eyes.
I just put it down to Kitty fucking with me again.
Feels very much like that.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, good one, Kitty.
Okay.
Can we attempt to coax the thing out of the box?
Do you try to open the box?
Hang on. I go find a health potion. I hand it to Quest, and I tell me, if I get attacked and mauled, give this to me straight away.
If it murders me, give me the healing potion.
And after we prepare that, then I will open the box. Slowly,
Okay.
carefully.
As you try to lift a lid on the box, a claw comes through the lid and pulls it down.
Do it again.
Claw comes through the lid, almost hits your hand and pulls it down.
I'll go get a stick. And do it again.
Okay. The stick gets pulled into the box. Stick is longer than the box and it disappears into the box.
Just for everyone's information, the broom is now missing.
Ever?
And you hear the sound of something getting turned to kindling inside the box.
Well, that's creepy. No one liked that broom anyway, right?
I didn't know we had a room.
Do you never clean?
It
Don't
sounds
answer.
like a
Don't
chick thing
answer.
to me.
I will attempt to open the box again with my hand.
Okay.
Roll for
What
more.
is... Oh,
Is that a 20?
yeah.
Where's my backup character?
Okay. So, next thing you know, Kroll is poured into the box. And the lid
Holy
comes down.
Shit. Okay.
You find yourself staring at a bunch of eyes bigger than you.
Hello there?
And you hear a really unhappy cat sound.
I'm sorry, I don't have any more pastries. You were delivered here for a friend of mine. We're trying to introduce you to, but apparently he was too afraid to introduce himself, so hello.
Next thing you know, you're battered out of the box.
Okay. After getting up and brushing myself off, I'll tell Quest, apparently it doesn't like me, and it may want you. So get in the box.
Okay. Quest will try and fit in the box.
Okay, as you stick your hand in the box, you find yourself pulled into the box. And face to face with a big set of eyes just staring at you.
Hi. I'm Quest.
You get a sort of unhappy cat sound.
Nice to meet you. Do you want out of the box?
Give me an insight roll.
Insight.
Perception, I think it is. Or might be in this one.
D20. Four and 7 are 11.
Okay, so you think the cat doesn't like the light?
Okay, so no light, so we'll keep it nice and dark in here. Is the lid closed?
It keeps closing the lid, yes.
Yeah.
You have no idea where the lid is because you are bigger than the box you're in.
Yeah.
Oh, the lid's probably somewhere on the wall after I stand into it after being thrown.
Mm-hmm. You're sitting right next to Willie, who's happily sleeping with this twitch. No kitty, no kitty. Kitty.
Okay.
Oh, kitty, go away. I don't have any fish. Fuck off.
So you can tell he's having one of those nights.
That's fine. I'll just put a pastry in his hand.
Okay. Then you realise you're out of pastries.
Oh, that's right. We're out of pastries. We fed them all to the cat thing. Wubba Jack. Sorry. Quest, how are you doing in there?
Can I hear him?
Yes, you can hear him.
I'm still alive.
Have you made friends yet?
Are we friends yet?
You hear a very non-committal sound from the cat.
Right. You know what? Ask me again in like 2 minutes. And Quest will turn back to the cat and said, "Can you just keep making noise while I cast a spell for a minute?"
It sort of starts poking you with one of its paws.
Did we hear that?
Yep.
Isn't a spell gonna cause light?
I don't think so.
Oh. Okay.
Most spells do, but hey.
He's gonna start casting comprehend language.
Mm-hmm. Have you got speak with animal?
No.
That's okay. Yes, you managed to get comprehend languages up.
So can I understand you now?
You get a very unhappy meow from the eyes in front of you.
Okay. Can I help you with anything then?
You're not really sure exactly what it's doing at this point in time, but you are feeling yourself being poked by various paws.
Alright. Well, if I can't help you, I'm gonna leave now.
Give me a perception roll. Nature roll, actually. Nature roll will be suitable.
That's intelligence, right?
I believe so.
So that's gonna be 18.
Okay, so apparently the Wobberjack is currently needing you.
Needing?
Yeah.
A-N-E-A?
As in like a cat needing someone.
Yep.
But it feels so strange because its paws are so big.
Yep. So Quest is going to try and get out of the box.
Okay. You manage to stick your head out of the box. As your head's out of the box, you realise the box is as wide as your head.
And I can't stick my shoulders out?
And something's sort of holding onto you at the moment.
Okay.
But your head's out of the box. Which is very disconcerting for Kroll, who sees this medium-sized, this small-sized box with a head the size of the box sticking out of it.
Oh my god, it beheaded Quest. Quest, are you there?
I'm still alive.
Oh. Okay.
It's got me. It's needing me. It needs me, Kroll.
Yeah, animals, whatever it is, do that. Have you ever had siblings that need you? Actually, don't answer that. Kroll's trying to rack his brains as to how the hell to do something about this. Do you have any soft things in the house?
I've got the rest of my clothes.
Yeah, not including you.
Soft things in the house.
Like, I don't know, a sack or something, or a pillow or a teddy bear or something.
There's some beds upstairs. They'll have some bed sheets and probably a pillow when they're doing wrong.
And you have your little goblin plushie up there as well that you had when you were a child.
Yeah, but I'm not going to tell them about that.
Okay. I'll go upstairs and grab Quest's pillow.
Okay.
And then come downstairs and hand it to... Try and hand it to Quest, even though it's just Quest's head sticking out, and say, this has your scent on it. Hopefully they'll enjoy needing this.
He hasn't slept on it. No one slept upstairs.
Oh.
Partly due to the mud throughout the whole upstairs area.
Shit. Okay. Alright. Bad idea. Let's go get some of your clothes. I'll go get some of your other clothes then and just chuck them in there.
Okay, so you bring him back.
Yeah. And I'll try and hand them to Quest, even though it's just his head.
You lay him on his head?
Sure. Because I can't actually push anything into the box, given the size of the head.
Well, you can put it against the holes in the side.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll do that then. I'll let you know I'm putting it through the holes in the side and grab the clothes.
There's a slight scratch on your hand as the claw reaches through and grabs it.
Ow. Do I have to roll for dying?
Would you like to?
No, what the hell not. Well, that's a 3.
Apparently, Kroll gets scratched by the cat and falls over unconscious. Would you like to do a perform roll on that?
Perform roll? Aren't I dying?
No.
Sure. Terrible roll. That's a 5, I think.
A very unconvincing death scene, but he was a death scene nevertheless.
Yeah.
Considering he's still breathing and blinking.
Yep. I'm done for, Quest. It's all up to you.
I don't believe you.
Fine, but at least take care of the damn thing.
Fine. I'll try and find out what the cat wants. Until stick his head back in the box.
Okay, after you stick your head back in the box, you feel something wet as it apparently licks you.
I wouldn't recommend that. I probably don't taste too good.
It doesn't seem to care. If anything, you seem to taste better.
Are you okay in there, Quest? Are you being eaten?
No.
And then it lets you out.
What happened? Quest?
So it lets me out.
Mm-hmm.
It licked me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the first bath you've had in weeks.
I bathed the other day. It was raining.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, right. Fair enough. So, how are we gonna deal with that thing? Like, do we...
I don't know, does it have a return address?
It does not.
Crystal does not.
I mean, are you gonna keep it? Are you gonna return it? Are you gonna sell it? What are you gonna do?
I guess we take it back to Absalom? Or the Pathfinder headquarters?
I mean, I guess we could. Aren't they going to be concerned that you're... you?
I mean, weirder stuff must happen to pit Pathfinders all the time, right?
I mean, we heard some pretty weird shit in our days, yes, but I don't remember demon conversion being one of them.
Be careful what you wish for was one.
Yes, yeah. I mean, we could use the... what's it called? The rune teleporty thingy to bring this to the Pathfinder Society if you want.
I mean, that's what I was thinking. Got to take other stuff there as well, so let's do it all in one trip at one point.
Are you sure it's going to be okay with you just leaving it there? I mean, this thing's pretty, territorial?
Harry walks up to Core and goes, "Oh, that is Quest."
Yeah, it's the modified upgrade. The real question is if it actually bounces still.
I mean, there's many windows in the house.
I mean, if you want to push this new quest out a window, that's your business.
As you're discussing that, there's a growl coming from the the box.
Oh crap. Is it hungry again? Does it need water? I'll go get like a pitcher of water or something.
Mm-hmm.
And a bowl. Just try and put it next to the hole and pour a bit of water in.
Okay.
Perry's first instinct isn't to mimic.
Claw comes through, grabs the pitcher and pulls it in. There's a crunching sound.
Ah, I didn't think that was going to fit through the hole. Oh well, okay. Well, it's not thirsty anymore. We're down a pitcher.
And a broom.
And a room.
And a goblin.
Yeah. Yeah. And pastries. Well, if you want to put the lid back on and ship it off, I'd pick up the lid and hand it to Quest.
Well, the lid hasn't been taken off. Technically, keep pulling it back on.
Oh, I thought the lid flew across the room.
I flew you across the room.
Oh, flew me across the room. Okay, right. Never mind then.
So, I guess we'll just take that then.
Sure, you can carry it. With your newfound form.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and assume I didn't get any stat changes for that, though, did I?
Well, I'm happy to say that you can consider that you've gotten a +1 to all your attributes at this stage.
Oh, that's not bad.
You don't know how long it will last, but hey, enjoy it while you can.
Purple means stronger, right? Cheesy grid.
Yes, I am stronger, actually. I now have a strength of 0.
Oh, sorry, Bob. Sorry.
It's the buffest you've ever seen, Quest.
Not as buff as Parry.
No one can ever be that buff.
No one's buff. So yeah, Quest will just try and drag the box downstairs and open up a portal and drag through the weird portrait dimension.
Okay, so when you try to pick the box up, it doesn't move.
Cool. Harry, you're strong, right?
Sure.
Can you help me move this box?
Sure.
Okay, so the two of you try to lift the box up, and it seems to be stuck to the floor. You can hear part of the wood bending underneath it as you try to lift it.
Huh.
Seems someone nailed the box to the floor.
That just to spite everyone.
I'm sure you've met many cats.
Okay. I guess we're not taking it to the Pathfinders. It lives here now.
Wasn't it addressed to you anyway?
Yeah? What am I going to do with it?
As you watch, the box drags itself across the room.
I don't like this.
Who's done the animal handling rolls, and what was the rolls? I missed that.
All they know is it's a wobberjack.
Alright, I'm gonna do it, and I'll it's just nature roll, isn't it?
Yep.
Plus 8. 22.
So looking at it, you go, wobberjacks aren't supposed to exist. What has Quest done?
I look at Quest and go, what did you ask for again?
Is this before or after the purple demon appeared?
They appeared after the demon appeared. But it appears to have been dated last year, the send date.
I think you either really pissed someone off or made someone so impressed that they created an animal for you. An abomination of an animal for you, but nonetheless.
And for the first time you hear a happy sound come from the box.
What, it likes being called an abomination?
Apparently it does.
Oh, there you go. All you need to do is talk dirty to it, Quest. You should be good at that, right?
And Kroll leaves the room.
Just in time to be played with puppies.
Hello, keeping all around.
So, would you like to keep your wobberjack around? I believe Quest asked.
Who's he asking?
The party. Not Kroll, because Kroll left the room.
Look, Quest, I'm going to be honest with you. This thing seems to be an animal. We all have animals. You technically have a right to own an animal. I'm kind of worried it'll wake up one night and kill the entire party, but it's your animal, so...
And you hear an even happier sound come from the box when he says that.
Great.
Wonderful. Are we sure it's mine and I'm not its?
It was delivered to you, wasn't it?
It does have 2 quests on the box. What you've always wanted, a wobberjack.
Mm.
I think you have either made someone really happy or really pissed off. I can't tell, but you know what.
Maybe it's the same thing for that person.
Maybe it's the same thing.
Does this person have pigtails? Because that sounds eerily familiar.
No. I'm pretty sure we have pigtails right here, and I pointed at Quest's new look.
We should cut those off.
You know what would be funny? They grow right back.
Yeah! Someone cut one off.
I'm not going to do it.
How about we don't touch the weird pigtails from the weird girl? Chances are cutting them off will just kill you too.
Probably.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Let's not do that.
You just undo the ribbon?
Nope, I'm not touching it.
Yeah. Once he finally thought that one through, it was a bad idea.
Yep.
And Kroll looks and the box is right next to him.
Can I step to the side?
You can.
Alright.
Has anyone opened the box?
Yep. I've even
It's
been
Julian.
in the box.
The box is the size of a small child, so the size of a goblin. But he pulled a medium-sized creature into it.
Huh.
Box of holding.
I think I count as... Am I still medium? I thought I was small.
You're small.
Yeah, that's right.
Quest is now medium,
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yep.
which is why his head was the size of the box.
Yep. So I stepped to the side to avoid the box.
Mm-hmm. And you look again, it's right next to you.
Is this thing following me, guys?
I think it likes you.
Quest, order your box to stay. Or at least ask it nicely.
Box, halt.
I'll move again.
Sit.
No.
There's a slight tearing sound in the box.
You said 100.
Then the box collapses.
Bottle.
Okay.
You hear the sound of claws on the wall somewhere.
On the wall?
Yeah.
So the box is empty?
Box appears to be empty now. It's left the box behind.
Where's the sound coming from?
You look, you see a pair of yellow eyes bigger than you expect.
On the ceiling?
Yeah.
Aren't the Warjack's eyes purple? Or am I remembering wrong?
I believe they are purple because that was how it was described by Kroll. Not Kroll, by Quest. The same colour purple he is now.
I'm going to move to the side again. Or back up at least.
You hear a strange meow from the ceiling.
What, above me?
Yeah. It seems to follow you. It left the box behind like you asked.
I'm going to walk towards Quest and stand behind Quest.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, please tell your Wobber cat to stop.
Do you have a name, Warjack?
It seems quite happy when you call it Wobberjack.
Wobberjack, please stop.
And it moves directly above you and stops.
Directly above me.
Yep. You can see a set of eyes. You still can't see its body, you can just see some eyes.
Isn't it light out?
It is.
It doesn't care.
Well, you told it to leave the box behind.
Right. I think we should just go talk to someone who's, smarter than we are, and see if we can figure something out.
Aren't you the world expert on Warjacks?
You had to do that when I removed the towel.
In most cases, I would possibly take offense to that comment. Given this is a freaking Wobberjack, go ahead.
So who would you like to go off and ask about the Wobberjack?
I guess the morose elf.
Okay. So you head off into town. The sound of birds chirping and disappearing as they stop, chirp, mid-chirp.
Do we see a pair of eyes?
Oh, you see a puff of feathers
Where are the dogs currently?
out the back where you left them.
Okay, can I go check on the dogs?
Yep. They're still there,
Good, okay.
currently.
Mm.
Okay, so
I,
yes.
I command Puppy to watch over them.
Puppy has that look of, sure.
Yep. Cool.
Alright, I'll join the others then.
Okay, so you arrive at the tavern. You see that there's the elf is there reading a book. She looks up with that forlorn, sad look and says, "Can I help you?"
Who wants a date today?
I actually enjoyed my date, but not today. We've got stuff to do today.
What did you need?
What do I mean?
What do you need?
Oh, what do we need? Oh, apparently the world's expert on Wobberjacks wants to ask you about Wobberjacks.
Well, she puts down a book. It just happens to be The Guide to Wobberjacks by One Quest. She said, she says, I just started reading this. I thought it was a joke.
No, I try and find eyes around the room and then point to it.
Looking around, you can't see any eyes because apparently it doesn't like you looking at it.
Okay, fair enough. Well, apparently it's real. Or someone was impressed enough by this fake story to make it real and sent it to the person who created it.
I don't understand how none of you have ever heard of a Wobberjack before.
Well, if you find this quest person, you'll find that he literally wrote the book on it and should be able to tell you everything you need to know about Wobberjacks. What else would you like? Who else could tell you more than the author of it all?
Well, probably the person who sent this one to us.
Have you ever met this quest person? I hear he's a goblin of some kind.
I interrupt and point to the purple thing. That is the quest person.
Questception. It's you from the future sending the Wobberjack into the past.
She says, well, this book really does belong to you, then, she says as she slides it across the table.
Where are we going to?
When did I have time to write a book?
When you were in Absalon and got back from your travels.
Right.
You literally wrote a book while you were travelling about the Wobberjack to publish when you got back.
Right.
You had an entire journal about the Wobberjack.
Yeah, I know I had a journal. I had written a book about it.
Well, they turned it into a book for you.
Of course they did.
Your character did hear about them publishing a book about the Wobberjack by quest, and most people trying to figure out what by quest meant.
Yeah, I knew that bit. I thought it was, like a scientific article or something.
No, it's apparently your journals on the Wobberjack and your thoughts about them.
Mm.
So literally,
anything good about it?
apparently yes. It likes to murder things in their sleep. Is one of the things you wrote in there.
Sounds like that.
And that the nicer you are to it, the more likely it will murder you.
That definitely sounds familiar.
Knew there was a reason.
Right, I did right, didn't I?
Yep. You had this whole backstory for it too. About how we could
I'm
all...
just looking at the file. Alright.
Come on, get up and detail dinner.
So literally, you are the expert on the Wobberjack.
I get it. I get it.
We did it. You understand?
So while Quest is updating himself on the Wobberjack, what would everyone else like to do?
Harry's getting a drink.
Okay. So they are serving quite the interesting fish broth at the moment.
Ooh.
Salty and filling at the same time.
Lovely. Ask the bartender how much it is.
He says, for you and your glowing purple companion, if I survive the day, I'm sure that will count.
So what was that, Martin?
For you and your glowing purple companion, if I survive the day, I think that's payment enough.
Okay, so we've got to make sure he survives the day.
Great.
And what happens if you don't survive the day?
Then I will count you as my killer.
You will charge me.
Well, if I'm dead, I'm sure that you'll definitely be charged.
Is that a threat?
Sure, we'll go with that.
He slices it across to you, looking very confused because you came in with a demon. Whose clothes still don't fit too well.
Yep. Told you should have worn that dress.
Cool. Hello, push-up.
So yes, you are relaxing. Everyone is having a quiet time, and you also notice there's absolutely no sound of bird life outside.
Great.
God, I'd hate to be a biologist in this area.
I went for a kiss of a bubble in the mouth.
I think they learned if they chirp, they die.
20 species of bird. God, I don't know.
New stuff.
Why are the birds strangely quiet in this
There's a
town?
new apex predator on the blog.
Yeah.
Great.
Harry.
No.
Damn it.
Would Parry like to challenge Cat?
Wait, who?
The cat.
The Wobberjack.
Did you want to challenge the Wobberjack?
I challenge the Wobberjack to tic-tac-toe.
Okay, so it might draw the lines on you.
That's just
I
foreplay
draw
for
lines
him.
on the wall first. And I say, I challenge you to tic-tac-toe. Watch me get creamed by a cat.
Your roll for initiative?
Okay, so the lines you draw on the wall, you feel drawn on your leg.
Ooh.
Ow!
Apparently, it's now waiting for you. It's going to copy whatever you draw.
Uh-oh.
I rub off the line on the wall.
It scratches off the lines it drew on you.
Ah!
Yeah, you should have seen that one coming a mile away.
I know. Where's your cat doesn't play fair?
Isn't that like literally written in the book?
Pretty much.
But it did play tic-tac-toe with you. And it did cream you.
Sure did. Like tic-tac-ow.
So
I
you,
almost lost my toe, in fact.
so you did prophesize how it would turn out.
Yep. Me losing. Painfully.
They don't sell things here except for just food and drinks.
They have fairly decent food and drink here.
Okay.
And they do sell crappy food and drink here as well for those who want it.
Ooh. Ooh. Do they have raw fish?
Sure.
Does the Wobberjack like raw fish? I'm going to feed the Wobberjack.
Okay, so you grab some raw fish, and there's a puff of feathers nearby.
There's a what?
Puff of feathers nearby.
Puzzle feathers.
There are
I
birds
think
in
it
here?
likes birds.
Well, I throw it a fish anyway.
Fish hits the floor and slides and stops.
Perfect. No doubt, Wobberjack does not like fish.
What was that?
Did Quest write about any dietary requirements
I
in
was
his
gonna walk at the door and check the general store and
book?
see if I don't notice the fish. I don't notice the fish. So.
Okay, so how far has Quest gotten through his notes?
Well, he's gotten through all of his original notes, and he's, 30, 40 pages into the book.
So how much does he remember?
He remembers, like, meeting the purple cats with purple eyes that jumped back and forth through space. And he remembers that they left the area pretty quickly. That's about it.
Okay.
And that Sharp ran into a pack of them separately to the group.
And they also had some sort of intelligence, even though they couldn't speak.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I played tic-tac-toe with Parry, so, you know.
Quest also notices a smear on the floor where some fish used to be.
Yep. They sell like dried stuff, smoked fish, jerky.
Yeah, they do have fish jerky here.
Well, West is going to go recover or get several strips of that.
They say you're.
Like a specialty deli place here as well.
There is quite a few specialty places here. One that does smoked meat. And so,
yeah.
Kroll is walking in the town to. Are you going to the specialty pastry shop?
No, I was gonna go to the. Wasn't there a general vendor? No.
There was many things here.
See, I also had my list written down, but I didn't do that either.
So apparently you're wandering aimlessly as you forgot where everything was.
Apparently.
As the rest of them wander out, and Quest is scratching his head going, I remembered there was, as you see Kroll, I remembered there was somewhere I wanted to go, but I can't remember what. Apparently the Wabberjack has thrown you.
Yep. Yeah, this whole day's just been, you know.
Not only do you have this dream about being on a boat with Quest, having his dad talk to him.
Yeah.
You then wake up to him screaming as a demon. And then getting a Wabberjack of all things as a birthday present.
And those pigtails, they will haunt me forever.
So where would people like to head?
Well, weren't we meant to be checking out a supposed cottage in the forest today?
You were.
Yep.
Murder Forest, let's go!
Into the Murder Forest, otherwise known as Churlwood.
Oh, Bob, where are you going?
That's why I'm trying to find the general shops, so I can pick up a few supplies before we go.
What supplies are you trying to get that we wouldn't already have?
Chalk, parchment, pencil, rope.
Pentagon, devil symbol.
Well, I presume we all have we all have writing implements because we're Pathfinders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And you should also have a journal.
but chalk specifically?
Chalk is the question.
Not sure about chalk.
Because we can't pen trees. But we can chalk on them.
I think we need chalk. Or we have charcoal. Why don't we just get a bit of charcoal from the fire?
Oh yeah, I didn't think that. Yeah,
But you do have some charcoal.
that could work.
I'm sure Quest used to chew on it. So
This is why you asked the ranger, because the ranger's smart.
What am I, a failed cleric?
Apparently.
Well, you couldn't fix the Wabberjack.
Apparently. It's the disappointment of my life.
Okay. So you start heading deeper into the forest. Heading inland, heading east.
Do we stop by the house to get the dogs first?
That's up to you.
I mean, I'm a little bit worried about bringing the little ones.
Is that stoner guy still in the house?
Harry?
Yes,
No.
yes, he is. He's up. He was upstairs, sleeping in the mud.
Of course he was.
In the mud? I thought we had a roof back on the house.
You did, but it leaked.
Yeah, fair. That's probably my bad.
You didn't dry the mud. You just put mud on it.
And the upstairs is now mud spa, so.
Fair enough. I asked if he's willing to take care of the puppies again today while we take, their big brother out.
He's more than happy to keep looking after such fine puppies, he says, with a slightly off to the side look as he seems to be smiling towards you.
Okay. I feel compelled to flex here, but I'm not going to.
Okay, so you end up moving further down the river. To get to the Churn Wood properly, you have to cross the river, which means you need to use the ferry.
Ferry it is.
Which is 5 miles upriver.
Oh, okay.
This place, which you've been told of before, is the shallows of the river, with twin rows of mismatched wooden pilings protruding from the water. Sort of looks as if they were going to make a bridge across, but they turned it into a ferry instead. And sitting on your side of the river, you see a cranky old woman staring at you through one eye. And a hunchback.
Cranky fairy woman.
Yep.
How much for passage up the river?
She looks you up and down and says, for you, 4 silver each.
4 silver each. Does that seem expensive, or is that...
That sounds expensive.
Where are you going?
How about 2 silver each?
She says, sure, and 6 out of hand.
Hello.
Alright, I pay the old cranky lady.
Okay, you still feel like you got overcharged, but at least you managed to talk it down in the overcharging.
Yeah, I mean... it's better than what it was.
Okay, so she pulls you across the river rather quickly on her barge. You see, for a cranky old woman, she has mightily large arms.
Parry, take notes.
Almost there.
Very take notes.
What?
You think she might actually be able to beat you in an arm wrestling comp?
With me?
Yep.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, you can take notes.
Nice.
But she still looks cranky as she pulls you across with ease.
Fair enough.
She asks where you're heading.
We're exploring the forest.
Well, try not to die.
Yeah, we hope that people mostly die at night, so that's why we're going during the day.
Oh no, the forest likes to kill people day or night. It always likes to kill strangers.
Well, luckily we have a local with us, as I point to Quest, and then kind of go,
She looks at him and goes, if that's what you call a local, I would hate to see what you call an outsider.
Harry raises his hand.
Oh, good. I thought someone was going to point at the old lady for a second.
I mean, aren't we all outsiders to begin with?
Technically speaking, yes.
So she says, you mostly have to worry about bandits in the forest. Goblins were a problem for a while until they all disappeared.
Yep, so we keep hearing.
Trying.
Well, they were useful as, when the goblins were around, they used to pull the ferry across.
Oh, is that why you're cranky?
Well, I prefer working on the farm instead of pulling the ferry.
Oh, that's her name, is Cranky, because she's cranky. Sorry.
She looks at you with her one surly eye and says, "No, my name is Helen, not Cranky."
Helen?
Helen.
How do am I saying that right?
Yes, you are saying it right.
Good.
A H and A, 2 L's, an E and an R.
Okay, cool. I take it you're a local then.
Well, and then actually on the end, not an R. The R is for the next name.
You have 2 names?
Yes.
Last name?
My last name is Roska.
Helen
Roska.
Helen Roska. Okay. You always lived in... Shit, I've got the name of this place.
Yes, she's always lived in this shitty place.
Yes. Exactly.
I'm glad you like her shitty place, she says, with more sarcasm in her voice.
It is a wonderful place, and your rowing is fantastic. I'm going to go sit over here now.
Next time you might want to swim, she says. I'm sure the fish won't eat you too much.
I think you are correct, and I'm going to shut up.
Okay, so she gets you across to the other side. And happily helps Kroll reach the shore.
Okay.
With about 5 feet of clearance.
So she throws me onto shore.
Yep.
Wow, okay. Do I have to make a landing roll for this, or...?
Sure, give me an acrobatics roll to see how gracefully you crash.
Ah. Break a leg.
What'd you get?
1.
Okay, snap! You called out break a leg.
I did. I shouldn't have, but...
So, for the first time, you're seeing Kroll break a leg.
Who's gonna fix that?
Apparently me. Alright, get me 2 thick pieces of wood and some rope and stuff, and I'll fix this.
Okay, you see a log bigger than your waist get dragged across by a set of purple eyes.
Does your Wabberjack do carpentry?
I doubt it.
Well, if it could make pieces like yay big and yay thick, and 2 of them, then we'd be good from that.
But you do see teeth marks. No.
Okay, well, I thank the Wabberjack for its wonderful help, and I will ask the others to get different ones.
But you do have Doozer with axes. And enthusiasm.
Alright, well, I'm hoping that we find some kind of wood and I will splint my leg.
Okay, give me a medicine roll as you splint your leg.
That makes 18, so it just makes the base of 15.
Okay. You manage to splint your leg up so you can walk on it with pain.
Yep, okay. I will grab a stick and put it in my mouth.
Okay. The one the cat provided?
No, that's a lock. I can't fit that in my mouth. I know I may talk a lot, but I can't fit that in my mouth.
Okay, so yes, you start walking into the forest with Kroll limping behind you.
I'd like to mark an X on every 10 trees we passed. Hi.
All good. And as you walk into the forest, you hear from Harlan behind you saying, if you meet the road keepers, just give them what they ask for and they'll leave you on your way. That one who's flipping coins is Lullaby Van Kaskakin. She's a piece of work. You best not give her a reason to get angry. Which reminds you of the fact that you work for someone by the name of Van Kaskakin.
Oh, shit. Yep.
And you've killed someone by the name of Van Kaskakin recently.
Yep.
Apparently, his relatives are in every book.
Yep.
Literally every book has one of his relatives in it.
Not good.
So just for your reference. So actually has her down there.
I guess I point out to the others. For those that didn't realise that this is so-and-so's, this is our boss's cousin?
Could even be one of his daughters.
Or daughters, yeah, related. So be careful what you say.
Well, he does have a. He did have many wives before ending up in Riddleport.
Oh god, it could be next wife. It's even worse.
Could be. Okay, so as you travel through, you do hear the sound of music nearby. Playing Toll for the Ferryman.
Oh dear, yep. Do we sneak up on them, approach slowly, or what do you reckon, guys?
I missed what we got up to.
Okay, so as you're traveling through the forest, you
Yep.
heard about the just before you headed in there, you heard that there is a road keeper, one of the bandits, who goes by the name of Lullaby Van Kaskakin, which is the same name as the guy you work for in Riddleport, as well as the guy you killed in Thistletop.
Uh-huh.
And I was just pointing out to people that apparently that family is in every book in this region.
No, wow.
And they're all related. And you can hear someone, and you all want to give them what they want. It's just easier that way. So, as you're traveling through the forest, you hear someone singing Pay a Toll to the Ferryman.
We already did.
Come and see the person.
You can hear the music. Do you follow the music?
Is the music good?
It is actually quite skillfully played. Annoyingly, they play well.
Right.
What would you like to do?
Challenge
I
them.
guess we'll go with one.
Challenge
Just
them.
go chase
No, I was
down
going to
the
say question, challenge them to a loot off.
Okay.
Even before Demon Quest can't actually play.
Yeah, well, maybe Demon Quest can play.
So as you walk around the corner, you see someone with a nice red plume on their hat, tossing a coin as predicted by the ferryman. Fairy woman. Seeing
It's like toss a coin to your witcher, but
very much so. Toss a coin to your ferryman was her song, and she says, "Welcome, welcome. I hear you've moved into the Quest family home."
And you might be
Lullaby Van Kaskikin. At your service, she says, with a bell.
Related to Soul?
Aren't most of his, various bastards around the place, she says, with a wink?
No, yeah, probably.
So, she says, I hear you're checking out the scenic childwood here.
Yes, we're trying to find a cottage in the quest. In the forest.
So you're trying to take Quest into the forest?
Yes.
Well, I thought he was a goblin, not a demon, but if your goal is to rid yourself of a Quest in the forest, she would take arms at that because she did know a Quest who was a goblin. He did play sort of okay when he played with her when she was younger. Didn't bite her too many times.
Sounds like you're
So
lucky.
you know Quest as a young goblin.
Well, I knew his family as well. She says, flipping a coin in her hand. So what would you like to do here? She says she does say that she is having a hard time patrolling these forests because it costs so much to keep the game trails open. She says with a suggestive wink.
What type of coin is she tossing? Just a gold coin?
A gold coin that seems to be flashing every time she flicks it.
I toss a gold coin to her.
Okay. She catches it quite easily and is now flipping it and the coin she was flipping before in her hand.
Oh, sweet. So you know these forests quite well. Would there be a stone cottage that is linked to the founder of Rodric's Cove that you're aware of?
I'm aware of many things in this forest. What would you like to know about the most?
Well, we're seeking out this stone cottage for... I can't say because a ghost told us so, but that's pretty much the explanation.
The founder of the city told us so.
Yeah, the founder of the city told us so.
Well, we also have a map that resembles the area.
Well, there is a place known as Stonehouse Camp or Bramblemouth Den. Both of those are, well, one of them has a cottage and one of them is a cave. Which one do you want?
I think it was the house we were after. Wasn't it the house we were after? What did the notes say?
Was the Cove, the stone house in the woods,
Okay.
the Gauntlet,
Yeah.
save one.
So I'm gonna guess the stone cottage?
Okay, well, she points to the south and says, past the tree with the amulet and the vindictive traveller, you should be able to follow the clearing to the left and you'll find yourself at the stone cottage. I'm sure you won't be killed by the vindictive traveller. You look like you're good enough to deal with it.
Sorry, what are we trying to avoid being killed by?
The vindictive traveller, she says.
The vindictive traveller.
Yeah.
And what do they look like?
No one's ever seen them because they're so vindictive.
How do you know about them?
I've been told by them by my boss. That's why we keep the amulet hanging there by the tree. It glows all of its own.
Well, I mean, this is, I'm assuming, the way we need to go. So I guess we'll limp our way, or I'll limp my way towards the vindictive.
So have you tried, magical healing? I'm sure that works well.
Wait, why is Kroll limping?
Broke his leg.
Broke my
What?
leg.
Wait, when did that happen?
When Dooza was too busy talking to the old woman and she tossed him on shore.
Huh.
Because Kroll was a little sassy about town.
Yeah, I forgot that people get touchy about this place.
Because if you got the name of the shitty place, which is what he said. And she said she grew up in that shitty place, and he kept going on about the shitty place.
Yep.
Yep. That'll do it.
Yeah, I get it from my gnome dad. Not knowing when to shut up.
Yeah. Mother Night Thrush says that the vindictive traveller only hunts those who deserve it.
And how is that determined?
Ask it. I'm sure it will tell you.
Oh.
If you ask it, I'm sure you'll find out why it hunts you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you won't be able to tell anyone else about it, but them the breaks.
Also, I'm pretty sure that magical healing doesn't heal bones. It just heals your wounds and stuff.
Yeah, I think you have to set your bone and then heal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Takes a while to heal properly, but it heals faster with magic.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Do you need help?
He does have a brace on his foot, which he did himself.
Yeah.
Oh, he did it himself? Okay.
The Wobberjack did try to help, but it brought a log a little too big for him.
Mm.
Okay, so as you do you travel south?
I assume we're heading to the stone thing? If everyone wants to?
I presume so.
As you walk for a part of the day to the south, you enter a clearing. The borders of the clearing are unusual in that they are well tended and clear of brush, and strewn with gravel to form a circular road of sorts. A single dead oak looms in the centre of the clearing, and something silver sparkles from one of the lower branches. What appears to be a glowing amulet hangs there. The mutilated bodies of 3 recently slain people wearing the armour of Town Watch from Roderick's Cove lie near the tree's roots.
Huh. Interesting.
Mm.
Do we recognize them?
You never met them, but Quest does.
And what does Quest remember?
That you used to hang out with these guys when they were younger.
Right.
You used to play hide and seek with them in town. Apparently you'll win now.
Apparently what now?
Apparently you'd win now.
Right. They would recognise Quest, right?
Oh, they would if they were alive.
Yeah, I was about to say, if they weren't dead.
But they would recognise you as a goblin, not as a demon.
Yeah.
You are more magnificent now, though.
Mm-hmm.
Probably far more pleasing if you covered up more, though.
Right.
Is he still in his very, very, very small goblin clothes?
Yeah, we didn't give him anything to wear.
Yep. and dangling for all the world to see.
Doozer,
Yeah.
do you still have that kimono?
You're not having my kimono.
Oh well.
So yes, you continue on, quite happy. You do realise you'd probably have to cut yourself out of your clothes at this stage anyway. They wouldn't actually pull off.
Hmm.
We should have brought one of the bed sheets and given it to you. Cut a few holes in it.
Then he can be the local ghost.
Yeah.
The horny ghost? He does have horns after all.
Mm.
Okay, so as you are standing under the tree, the medallion is still glinting there.
She said that gets left there so the thingy doesn't cross past here.
You're
Like it's a ward of some sort.
no, she just says you'll know where it is by the shiny medallion hanging from the tree.
She did mention her boss told them to leave that medallion there. So whatever it's for needs to be left there.
It also is a convenient marker for whoever killed the people to bring it back to.
I mean, I don't think the person who killed these guards would purposely leave an identifying marker behind. Maybe they would. Maybe they're just that into killing people. They would.
Who knows?
It looks like a holy symbol to Desna.
Oh, well, that's not a yeah.
I'm sure there's
Isn't
nothing.
that your god?
Mine, no. Mine's Eris still.
Oh, yours is Aerosol. Who's Desna? I thought someone in the party was Desna.
Isn't that Quest?
No.
I believe that was former party members.
Oh, right.
Okay, so do you want to go examine the holy amulet of Desna?
I'm not examining it because I've got a broken leg and I'm 3 feet tall, so, you know.
Yes, it'd be hard for you to reach it.
I guess while we are here...
And there are 3 bodies lying under the tree that you haven't examined.
Can I cast a healing spell on my leg while we've got a break?
Yep.
Alright. Wait, do I need to roll for that?
You do not.
Okay. So I roll for the... That's a d10 and d8. Okay, I heal 2 points.
You feel a bit better as you feel the bone sort of set roughly in the way it is, which is not perfect because you have been working on it.
Yeah.
But it should, you know, hold up until it breaks again.
I'll just have to break it myself later.
I'm sure you'll have many volunteers to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so while Kroll is healing thyself as a doctor, what would everyone else like to do with the said bodies and dangling glowing medallion of Desna?
Well, is there any identifying things on these people that we can take back to town to give to their families?
Well, they are identifying themselves. They are fully clothed in their guard gear, and they have pouches on them that you can see without actually walking up to them.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Quest, you know these people better.
I mean, we could just take the bodies back with us when we go back.
We
Or
could.
bury them. Just say we found them.
Well, that's why I wouldn't sort of like an identifying thing, because carrying the bodies back is gonna not be fun.
Does your town bury or cremate?
It does have a graveyard, and you know the gravedigger.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yep.
He's buried everyone in town.
Yep.
Literally.
Well,
Like she was there before the town was created.
Hmm.
So she's buried everyone in town.
Yep.
But nice to have a long-term job.
never run out of work.
Stable income.
Hmm.
Does anyone want to check these pouches?
Yeah, we'll go through the bodies.
Okay. As Quest walks across the road into the centre of the circle where the body is and the trees hanging, he feels the ground underneath him start to vibrate.
He stops moving.
He gets to make an initiative roll
No.
using perception.
Alright, 9, 7 is 16.
Okay, so apparently something beat you. What is your armor class?
18.
Okay, so you feel a painful bite on the leg.
Yep.
Don't tell me we've come across another snake.
As you see what appears to be a dead woman crawling out of the ground, who bites you, dealing that would be 12 points of piercing damage,
Phew.
and you get to make a fortitude saving throw.
Default save. I suppose all of these things go up with the stat boost, don't they?
They do, yes. It's quite handy to go up by one.
Hmm. So fortitude. Yeah, that's not good. 16.
16. Okay, so you find your legs have intense pain through them, as does your feet. You have a 10-foot status penalty to your speed.
Oh.
Guys, we've got some trouble here.
At which point, she drops back underground.
Right.
Huh.
It tries to get out of the zone.
Okay. As you try to walk, a hand tries to grab you as you go past where she's hiding.
Huh.
She hits a armor class of 25. Woof.
Whoa.
So, I believe as you try to walk away, you are pinned in place.
In place.
Yep. So your first move doesn't go anywhere. You have 2 actions left.
Can I see her?
You can see the hand that's pinning you, still mostly buried.
Hmm. And she's dead already.
Apparently.
I'll use one action to pull out my dagger.
Yep.
And another action to stab the hand.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Um, 18 plus 6 is going to be a 24 to hit.
You managed to hit. She was going to be hard to hit. She's mostly in cover.
Mm.
Mm. Okay, let me try. That's a 2 on damage.
Okay. She takes the whole 2 points of damage. You have struck her. What'd you do with... and that was your last 2 attacks?
Last two actions, yep.
Okay. Next thing you feel is a pair of eyes in front of you.
Yep.
And then you'll find yourself sitting in a tree.
Cool. How far away?
Probably about 60 feet. Okay, so what would the rest of the party like to do? As you see the hand fall, go back into the ground.
Mm. I wish I had my spells.
So, who has knowledge religion? Make a knowledge religion roll.
Oh, natural 20 plus, I think it was 5. So no, plus 4. 24.
Okay, so you have heard of the Trail Gaunt.
Trail
An undead creature that haunts the trails of Varisia.
Mm.
And it seems that it is unwilling to cross a well-maintained road.
I'm not building a road here.
And there is a path that seems to be well-maintained around the tree, with the bodies of the soldiers inside it, and the tree itself.
Oh. Okay.
Which is what Quest crossed over
right.
when it attacked him.
Okay. Do I know if this thing's killable?
Well, it's killable, and it can go under the path if it wishes to.
But it just can't cross the path.
Can't cross the path.
Does that mean go onto the path?
It will never willingly go onto the path.
Okay. I will let the party know to stay on the path because this is a trail. Bloody blah.
Trail Gaunt.
Trail gaunt.
Unless you'd like to create a trail blah blah blah.
No, thank you.
A trail thing that sucks the life from you.
Yes.
Because when it bites you, it passes on its suffering of walking on trails.
We're going to leave you here, Quest. You're never going to be able to take a road again. Okay, so yes, everyone get on the path, stick to the path, and we either decide if we want to kill this thing or if we want to keep going.
Quest also got to make a status check at the end of his turn to see if the penalty stays. So it's a flat check.
DC? Oh, right, yeah.
All status effects are flat checks.
Yep. It's a 12.
In which case it stayed.
Yep.
I just have to remember that one on the side because it's I'm not used to that mechanic that well yet.
Yep.
Mainly because I don't apply them that often.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's right. Just we'll limp alongside Kroll for a while.
How'd you get out of the tree?
Climb.
Okay.
Do a couple of backflips down it.
Sure, give me an acrobatics roll. With disadvantage.
With disadvantage, it's a 3 plus 8 is going to be at 11.
It was this fantastic move until your feet touched the ground, at which point pain shot all the way up you and you crumpled to the ground.
Yep.
Because of the status effect.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to make a status effect check.
So 19.
As it finally evaporates with their striking pain as you strike your head on the ground, the pain in your leg fades. And you hear a slight rumble on the ground.
I roll.
Mm-hmm. And run to the path?
Yep.
Okay. Yes, you reach the path just in time as it almost hits you.
Yep.
So you can see the bodies and the glinting medallion.
Right. So they've been told to leave the medallion there, not because it's important, but because taking it will likely cause your death.
More that it invites the people who don't know to walk over to the medallion and investigate it.
Right.
And generally they don't come back after that.
Right, that's probably why it's there.
And the fact that the path doesn't go south from this point, it just goes north and circle the tree. So if you want to head south, you have to leave the path, in which case go into its domain.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the Vindictive Traveller, is it?
You believe this is the Vindictive Traveller, a trail gaunt, one that will cause you much suffering and pain, as you found out.
So basically, we don't kill this thing; it's gonna keep following us because the path eventually ends, right?
And it's vindictive.
And it's vindictive, so yeah.
Once it's attacked a person, no one they know of has gotten away besides the road keepers.
Cool.
And what they didn't tell you is they've been told not to go in the circle.
Yeah.
Because I've been told not to tell people that.
Yep.
Because that what keeps the Vindictive Traveller happy.
Yep. Can I borrow your player's handbook? Unless you're using it at the moment.
Oh. That would be the core rulebook.
Thank you.
It's the big red book.
Check the spells.
Just so you get the whole freaky picture. That is what the trail gaunt sort of looks like. Nice and charming. So what would Willie like to do, considering I haven't heard from Willie in a little while? Peter, I think you're on mute. Hello, Peter. Still on mute on this end.
Sorry, guys. My headset ran out of charge.
All good. That'll be why I hadn't heard from you in a little while.
It's yeah. Anyway.
Were you wondering why we weren't responding?
No, I real.
Did it just die again?
I think so.
It may have just died again. Unfortunately, the technology doesn't always work well for us. So how would the...
But if it's a headset, it should pass through its charging. So, because my A50 passes through on charge when I'm on chat. So I don't know what headset he has though, so.
I've turned mine on to speaker mode, so hopefully I'll see when people are actually talking. So I'll get Peter when he talks again. So had him just sitting up there as the on mute. Okay, so what would you like to do about the road gaunt that has you trapped on a path?
Sure.
And how would you like to do that, considering it is underground?
Start stabbing the ground, I guess.
And you've been told that it won't attack you while you're on the path.
Can I put a foot off the path and ready my action?
What action would you like to ready?
When it comes to the surface, hit it.
Okay. In which case you put your foot down and it comes to the surface. You get to attack it, but then it gets to attack you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are we able to try and attack it when it's attacking?
She didn't coordinate.
Oh, okay.
Dooza figured out how what to do and then did it.
Yep. Okay.
So what was Dooza's attack roll?
Give me 2 seconds. It is quite good, I think. I will be using where's my weapons? My wolf next blow, which is plus 10. I rolled a 17, so there's 27.
So that is a normal hit.
A normal hit.
Yep.
Jesus.
No,
All
Trailgaunt. Trailgaunt is an actual monster.
Awesome.
Alright. I think I know what I'm going to do whenever it's my turn.
What does forceful do again?
What
As
does
a trait?
what does your
Forceful, I think.
forceful? Forceful, I think, allows you to swing and hit multiple opponents with a bonus.
Isn't that sweep?
Oh yeah, that is
It's like
sweep.
sweep as well.
I think that's sweep. Forceful might be every time you hit in the round, you do extra damage. So if you hit it 3 times, it does 1 point of damage for each other time you've hit it in the round. That might be correct. Stefan's got my book at the moment.
Looking up now.
I am just going to look it up. Where it is.
Page 282.
Weapons. Equipment.
Here we go. This weapon becomes more dangerous as you build momentum. When you attack with it more than once on your turn, the second attack gains a circumstance bonus to damage equal to the number of weapon damage dice, and each subsequent attack gains a circumstance bonus to damage equal to double the number of weapon damage dice.
Okay.
So, if it's got 1 dice, the second attack gets an additional +1, and the third attack gets an additional +2 to damage.
How many dice
Cool.
does your weapon have?
2d8.
So it gets
four.
2. It gets a circumstance bonus of +2 to hit on the second attack, and +4 to hit on the third attack. But because you're ready, you only get 1 attack.
Because I would?
Because you're ready, you only get 1 attack.
Oh, yeah, right. So the circumstance bonus doesn't happen until the second attack?
Till the second attack, yes.
And is that only per round, or...?
Per round.
Right. Ugh. That was good. 9 points of damage.
Still more than what Quest did.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9 points.
Would a 20 hit you?
It does just hit.
Okay, so she does 9 points of damage to you, and you get to make a fortitude saving throw.
So she did 9 points, sorry?
9 points of damage, piercing.
Yep.
And you get to make a fortitude saving throw.
20, non-natural.
20. 20 was enough.
Nice.
And it goes back down on the ground.
Cool.
Now you know you can lure it out.
Yep.
Okay.
Mew. As we hear the Wobberjack mewing in the distance.
In one of the trees nearby, staring down at you.
With a quest in its mouth.
No, Quest jumped out of the tree and landed on his feet badly.
Oh.
How many actions
I
is
missed
ready
that.
again?
It basically you spend 2 actions to ready.
Yeah.
And one of those actions is the action that you're going to take when you trigger your ready.
Right, so you
Now
can't.
keep in mind, Juicer still has his foot off the path.
Yeah.
So aim there.
Like you can't use anything higher than 2 action. So higher than 1 action.
Have a look at ready in there. It might say something else, but I believe that is what ready actually does.
Okay.
It's been a while since.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's a 2-action thing. Prepare to take a single action or a free action as a reaction when the trigger you designate. So it can only be a single action thing you're doing.
Yep. Okay.
And you're turning it into a reaction by spending 2 actions.
I just had an awesome and very, very scary thought.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Hunter's Mark and a weapon with Forceful.
You do. Okay. But you've got to be able to target something to use Hunter's Mark.
Can I not target it underground? Like, I know it's there.
You know
but I
what?
have to see it.
You have to see it to target it. You can't target invisible creatures unless you can see them.
I can technically help you with that. I can cast Sanctuary on you.
Okay. What does Sanctuary do?
So, you ward a creature with protective energy that deters enemy attacks. Creature attempting to attack the target must attempt a will save each time. It basically means that as long as you don't attack, it can keep attacking you, getting will saves, and failing to attack. Because if it fails its will save, it can't attack and waste its action, and then it can't attempt further attacks against the target this turn.
And you could ready an action to Hunter's Mark it if it's a single action to do so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hunter's Mark is single action.
And that way, at least we can get it to stay out for a while and not damage you too much.
And once you've Hunter's Marked it, you'll be able to then get your other bonuses on it.
Yeah. Alright, let's do that then.
Alright. So that takes me 2 actions.
Okay.
And I'll use my guidance cantrip as my 3rd action on User.
Mm-hmm. Okay, while you're planning this, everyone hears some faint muttering coming from the ground nearby. Everyone gets to make a fortitude saving throw.
Ugh.
At which point, Kroll remembers that the Trail Gaunt is intelligent and understands language.
Oh.
Okay, yep.
21?
And it has tremor sense.
22?
21 is good. What does Kroll get?
23.
Troll is good. Kroll is good. Not Troll is good. Kroll is good.
Troll is good.
We love bridge.
How does the new improved quest go?
He rolled a 12,
Mm-hmm.
but what kind of an effect is this? Is this a visual effect or an auditory effect?
It is an auditory, emotional effect.
So you have to be able to hear it to be able to suffer it?
That is correct.
he's gonna pop his counter performance and slam on the strings.
Okay, so he goes full gun mode. And what does that give you in your counter performance? A advantage? A bonus?
I get to roll performance, and me and any ally within 60 feet can use my performance roll rather than the saving throw.
Roll your performance as you jam on in.
But my performance gives me a 12 rather than 13.
I will give you advantage on that roll because apparently Demon Essence is with you today.
Alright, that brings up to 25.
Okay,
And
so
anyone can choose to use that.
Wow.
everyone hears Quest rock on for the first time in tune.
Oh, this is awkward.
Sounding better than he's ever sounded before for everyone's hearing.
No, this is much better.
Not complaining, but it's weird.
And even the cat seems to be meowing in tune. What would Parry like to do? What are you going to take Quest's power roll or roll yourself?
So what's happening?
Constitution saving throw, Fortitude saving throw, or take Quest's saving throw.
He got a 25.
Fortitude. Fortitude.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was a will. If it was 4, then I actually got a 22, but I don't think that matters too much.
I'm taking quests. I can only get 25 with a 20.
So you rock on,
Woo!
and I'm assuming Peter does as well, unless he's managed to get his microphone working.
Well, he came back on mute, so maybe?
Peter, is your mic working again? That would be a no. You could always type text messages and other people can repeat for you. So yes, you have a plan. You have strung your song, and the counter song has helped you from becoming frightened and running off the path. A critical fail was frightened too.
Yep.
And you are all immune to its cry for a time now, especially with the rocking on music.
Excellent.
So where is it?
It's underground.
Oh.
So, I'm the bait.
Yep.
And you cast
Crawley's
Sanctuary on the
gonna
bait?
basically stun it.
Yeah, I cast Sanctuary on the bait. Oh, hang on, no I don't. I let the team know that this thing is intelligent and can actually understand language.
And you've just been discussing it within earshot of it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, damn.
And if you
Well,
hear here at nightfall, those 3 bodies next to you will probably all turn into one of those creatures.
Oh,
Oh.
so we should probably burn those.
Yeah, we've got to burn those.
Or return them to town for proper burial.
Well, yes, or return it to town.
But I thought
Any
yeah,
creature
okay.
any creature it slays that is
we
unburied.
do that after we kill this thing.
If it'll even appear, it might just go away for the rest of the day. We don't know.
Well, it's known as being vindictive.
Yeah, if we come back, it'll come back for us. So,
If you try to leave, it will probably get you when you're not paying attention.
is there no path on the way home?
Not all the way.
Oh, okay. How far does the path go?
It stops in spurts,
Right.
so you have to cross fair distances of no path,
Okay.
which you think was done intentionally.
Yeah. So it feels like this Dragonese Corpse's home right now is going to be a bit difficult, especially seeing as we have our Geist friend to deal with.
And you know it's immune to death effects, disease, paralysis, poison, and unconsciousness.
Wow. I quote the above.
And it can sense you underground up to 60 feet away.
Oh, wow.
Might not know who has the sanctuary on it, so if two people step out...
I have a really bad but interesting idea.
Well, zero.
What if I cast Sanctuary on one of the corpses, throw the corpse over the path, and then it goes for the corpse, and then we get it when it jumps out?
You've got to leave the path, go to the tree to get to the corpse.
Who's good at lassoing corpses?
Maybe user.
Or Quest, get your Wabberjack to drag the corpse to the path.
I mean, I guess we can try that. Jack, can you drag a corpse?
It's looking at you from the tree you jumped out of. He doesn't want to get on the ground.
I don't think he's keen.
Okay, so it's up to us then.
So what's wrong with just sending someone out with Sanctuary on?
Nothing, but I'm curious to know if this thing responds to movement above ground, or just has to be a living body.
I'm going to presume, given that it's intelligent, it knows it's killed those people already.
Yeah, but...
Is there
a what?
a stone on the path?
There are plenty of stones on the path.
Crest kicks a stone out into the not path.
Okay.
Okay, you kick the stone out into the ground, it bounces a little bit and then stops.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to be heavy enough. Oh well, okay,
Okay.
We'll just go with the other plan. I guess I'll sanctuary someone else then?
Because I can still ready in action my Hunter's Mark. It doesn't have to be me. But as long as I can see it.
Well, I could sanctuary quest maybe, and...
Yeah, let me just heal up first. Cast Soothe on himself to get some health back.
You feel a bit better. How many and how much points to give back to yourself?
I'll just roll that. It's gonna be 1d10 plus 4, 8. That's gonna be 12 hit points.
That should
Which should
be full. Yeah.
Okay, oh crap, how's this gonna work? Assuming this thing can hear us, I guess I'll use message cantrips to communicate our plans.
Well, you sort of have to talk to them.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well, can we use...
One thing that to your advantage that I should have added in there is, I was just looking down at it, it moves at 10 feet an action.
So it doesn't move very fast?
That's the one thing it can't do, is move very fast.
Right, okay. So...
If you move more than 20 feet, then it's either where you're moving to, or it can't reach you.
Okay. And is this information I can pass on to the party? Okay. I will pass on said information. So technically speaking, you could run fast into said field and it won't be able to completely follow you.
But as it doesn't need to eat, rest, or sleep,
Yeah.
it can outrun you.
Keep following you, yeah.
Because it can spend 3 actions around following you.
So that's 30
Yep.
feet.
And you can't maintain 30 feet in encounter, outside of an encounter.
Okay. So I guess that means you guys have to run, what is that, 20 feet or something into the thing? And
Well,
then-
if you cast that thing on me, I'll just jump out.
Okay. But then, if I've cast that thing on you, I can't cast anything else later to try and help you kill this thing. Because I'm assuming this is being played in rounds, not played in... Yeah, so...
Well, that's fine. This is only so Doozy can get the Hunter's Mark on, right?
Mm-hmm.
But don't we also want to try and kill this thing? Because I can throw a heal spell at it, which will damage it.
It will,
It's
yes.
undead.
So you'll just ready actions to hit it when it pops up.
Yeah, but it's less ready because I can't really ready because of
So Quest, give me a perception roll.
Uh, 20, not natural.
Okay, you can see a slight moving of a mound of earth between you and the bodies.
Quest will just point at the mound and hope people catch on.
Yep. Just look at the mound, I guess.
Well, you can see the mound he's referring to. Basically, its stealth is 18 DC. 18 DC when it tries to move.
Yep. Okay.
So if you can beat that, you can see it burrowing under the ground.
But because it's underground, it still has increased difficulty, I'm guessing, to hit.
Oh, well, it's very hard to hit,
Yeah.
because of the full cover.
Yeah.
But knowing where it is means that you know how hard it would be to, where you can run that, you can run away from it.
Okay. I recommend we stick to
Plan A?
some kind of signals, perhaps, so this thing can't understand our plans. Because it can obviously hear them.
What's talking in common? Does it understand other languages, maybe?
You do not know. Seem to understand common. You probably understand whatever languages that you in life.
I mean, I don't know what it looks like.
You've only seen its hand and part of its face as it came up and bit someone. It was human.
Mm. Who knows Orcish?
Not me.
Yeah.
You're part
I'm
of it,
trying to
right?
think of a language we all know that's not common.
I don't think we have a not common language.
Well, that sucks.
So we need to get rid of this thing so we can continue on our quest, right?
Yep, because there are parts of the path where are not covered by path. And then it's going to jump up and go, nom nom nom.
Can we climb trees and just move along the trees?
You can, but not all of you are good with trees.
Is there a river nearby we can go down which heads in the same direction?
I think
There are no rivers to the south. The river runs to the east behind you.
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's the one we crossed to get here.
Mm-hmm.
Quest just calls out and says, "You can obviously hear us. Why don't you just come out and we'll talk and we'll see if there's a better arrangement we can come to."
Them sounds like persuasion words.
Okay, you hear painful mutterings, but you don't actually hear any words. And luckily, because of your saving throw earlier, you still have no need to make a saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, it's not here at all.
So the clearing around the tree is about 60 feet. Of the path goes around the tree about 60 feet, with it right next to the tree at one side and the tree on the far side on the other. So you can climb up the tree in the center of the area where the medallion's hanging if you wish to. And the medallion is hanging directly over the path.
Oh, okay. get the medallion and return to the path safely?
You can get the medallion without leaving the path.
Right.
Desna is known as the protector of travellers.
Hello, Kiki.
Sorry, were you thinking of taking the amulet quest?
I mean, it does seem suspiciously placed.
We were also told not to touch it.
And who told us that?
The pirate lady?
Do we trust them?
The Thassilonian fairy lady?
She also told us to go south, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what the stone house that we're looking for is in this area.
Further to the south once you pass the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we could make a break for it and then deal with this thing later. Because standing around here is getting us nowhere.
Yep.
But I thought we couldn't travel further without getting rid of this thing.
It could catch up with you because you cannot maintain a fast pace.
What is that?
You can do it for about 10 minutes, but after that you start to get exhausted.
Yeah. It's 9 meters, so...
And we can't exactly, discuss the plan because it can hear us, so we have to decide something in sign language. Or someone just goes out and we react.
Yeah,
Juicer just steps out again because he's getting sick of this talking business.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay, you're currently standing off the path and nothing's attacked you.
Did I see this the moving mound thing that it was pointed out?
Give me a perception roll.
Prescription. Where is prescription?
Should be your best stat.
22.
Okay, you easily see the mound that Quest was pointing at earlier.
Can I run up and attack the mound of dirt?
Sure, what are you attacking it with?
Quest.
Quest.
Poppy, dig!
Poppy dig.
Get bone!
With my orc neck splitter again, I guess, because I already have that out.
Okay, you go for a big mighty swing into the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if you hit anything.
Probably not with that roll. 15.
15. Okay, it sinks halfway into the dirt with its head.
Okay, I guess I have to take an action to pull it out of the dirt.
Yep, and that will be the end of your turn. Because move, attack, pull.
Yep. Alright.
Okay. It pulls itself out of the ground next to you as an action.
Mm-hmm.
Stands up as not as tall as you, but still fairly tall.
Oh, it actually came fully out.
Yep, and hits armor class 25.
Ouch.
It's a hit.
Okay, so it does a whole 8 points of piercing damage. Then you get to make a fortitude saving throw.
My dice suddenly decided that it's not going to roll great. 15.
15. Okay, you now have crippling pain in your legs and feet, taking a 10-foot status penalty to your speeds. And you realize that the pile of dirt it must have been manipulating from out of its reach to make people go over and attack it. I did say intelligent undead. So, I will give everyone initiative if they'd like to act.
Yep.
Yeah.
As it was lulling you into a false sense of security.
Every time I need the good rolls, I don't get them. Oh.
What does Crow get?
I think it makes
Crow got an entire 3.
Yeah.
Crow feels good with your even with perception added to it.
Oh, perception, right.
Yeah, it is Pathfinder,
Yeah,
not.
Pathfinder. In fact, then no, that's 11.
I'm re-rolling my initiative, Martin, if we have any re-rolls.
You do have rerolls, so you reroll your initiative. Don't worry, it got a 28.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Do I need to roll initiative, Martin?
Yes, you do, because it will determine when you go against it. I think, Kroll, you said yours was 11?
Yep.
What is Parry's?
23.
23. What is Duzar's?
16.
What is Quest's?
24.
And at this stage, we will see if Willie's microphone works. Still no microphone from Willie. So we'll go with it gets to go first, and it tries to bite our big orc a second time.
Yep, sounds good.
Hits armor class 20.
Just hits.
And it does 8 points of damage. It tries to hit you a second time with a bite. This time it got a penalty on its attack. So it gets a 23.
That's still a hit.
Oh yeah, you got to make a fortitude save for the first hit.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 20, no, 21 on that ball. Oh, yeah, sorry, 21.
And you take 6 points of damage, 8 points of damage, piercing damage, and another
For the second
fortitude
attack?
save. Yep. Only if you get a critical fail does it actually matter, because you can't get the same status effect twice.
19, 33 points equal.
So, what's your fortitude save?
Good enough.
20 something.
Then you're still
Wow.
good. And going for gold, it tries to go for a third bite on you.
Yep.
Okay, so that
Oh.
gives it a... Got an 18, so I think you got lucky.
It missed. Yep,
You got close.
it did. If you got a nat 20, not only would it been... Oh no, you don't get upgrades. Do you get upgrades with that?
You do get up. It does upgrade. So if it had been a natural 20, it would have. Sorry.
Well, it would be because my armor class is 19.
Sorry, it's plus 12, so it is a 21.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, minus 10
Oh.
plus 12, 21.
Minus the third attack?
Yep. Second attack was -5. Third attack was -10. So -10 gives it a 21 total.
9. Yeah, so 9 plus 12 is 21.
Okay, yeah, so it still hits.
And it does minimum damage of 7 with another fortitude save.
I'm not looking so good, guys.
No way.
It's gone nom nom nom.
Oh, natural 20 on the fort save, so 29.
Okay, so it's obviously not causing you any more distress with its biting. It's going bitey bite. And then it is Quest's go as you watch Duzar making out with the undead.
Quest just yells at it, "Go bite yourself, you ugly mug," and casts Blistering Invective on it. And it gets to make a will save.
Okay, I believe it fails with a 12.
A 12 is a standard failure. It becomes Frightened 1 and takes 2d6 persistent fire damage.
Okay. Roll your 2d6.
A 10.
And what was the frightened one?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've now reduced its saving throws by 1 as well. So that's what the frightened is, a horrible thing to do to things, which is fantastic. So, do you have any more actions left?
Should have one more action left. And he's going to use it to cast Inspire Courage. Give everyone bonuses.
Okay. Including the undead?
No, just the allies.
I just thought I'd ask, you say everyone. Parry.
Wait, so what happened with all of us?
Everyone is
You'll
inspired. How much are they inspired by, Morgan?
They get +1 to attack and damage and saves versus fear.
Okay. So, Parry, you are up. What would you like to do? You see Duza non-consensually making out with an undead.
I'm going to acid arrow the undead.
Okay.
I'm going to take a reroll.
You can take a reroll.
22.
22 is a hit.
Lovely. And he does.
It only came up for a quick bite.
So it takes 3d8 plus a d6 persistent acid damage.
It burns! Twice.
So it's 12 damage plus 6 persistent acid damage.
I believe the persistent damage is rolled at the end of its turn.
Oh, is it?
Yes. So, unless he puts it out, he takes a persistent damage at the end of its turn. I believe he only put out one effect at a time.
That seems correct.
Okay, so that is one action from Parry, or 2 actions, or 3?
That's 2.
What do you do with your third amazing action?
What else could I do?
After giving them burning goodness to the face.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be. Yeah, it's going to be Parry's turn.
Okay. Then Duzar, the mighty Duzar. He's been bitten a few times.
Yes. If someone can heal me, that would be great because I've got like 4 hit points left.
I'm trying to save my heal for the undead thing.
I mean, you could let me go down. I do have a thing to counter that for at least 1 round. Per day.
So, what was Duzar like to do?
I'm going to Hunter's Mark thing now that I can see the thing.
Okay, that is 1 action.
I am going to hit the thing
Have a swing.
with my next one. Hit the thing.
Oh, miss the thing.
How many rerolls do we have?
Would you like to use another one?
Yeah, because I kind of want to kill this thing.
Okay, you have used a reroll.
17.
17 is a miss.
Actually, what's my Hunter's Mark again? It reduces.
Though you do have a +1 to hit from your wonderful bard.
Oh, that's right. So that's the 18 then.
And you have another one somewhere up your sleeve?
I'm just trying to remember what Hunter's Mark does. I think it reduces my. I think it reduces the roll.
Oh, you actually should, because I cast guidance on you earlier.
Oh, you did. That's right.
In which case, then you do happen to have another one up your sleeve and get just enough to hit it.
So just realised I didn't use it.
So it hits a 19. Okay.
Yes, it is a 19 to hit the creature.
Okay. I am rolling a lot. I roll 15 slashing damage.
Okay, with that mighty swing, you do split her head from her neck as she explodes in gory acid and flame.
Well, that works.
Yep, cool.
And then at which point Kroll remembers the rest of the information about the spawn is the bodies only turn into trail gaunts if they're out of sight of a well-maintained road.
If they're out of sight of
A
a
well-maintained road, yes.
So
And you're standing on a well-maintained road.
we need to drag these bodies away from a well-maintained road?
If they're dragged away from a well-maintained road, they will turn into what she was.
Oh, but if we leave them on the road, they'll be
If you
fine.
leave them where they are, in sight of this road, they will not turn into her at night.
Oh. Okay.
It was just that you remembered at night they turn into what she is.
Yep. But now there's a road here, they should be fine.
They should be fine until you come back, as long as the road is left maintained.
Okay, yep. I guess I'll use my heal on Dooza. Alright, I think it's 2. I'm trying to remember what the touch heal is now.
The touch heal is
it's
depending
2d8
on
plus.
the spell slot you use.
I'm using 2 for this one, the second one.
Second one, so that should be 2d8 plus 10, I think. I'll have a quick look for you. Or it might be plus extra for each level. Where is my spell section? Here is my spell section. It's the heal spell?
Yeah.
Heal. Okay, so at second level, it's 2d8 plus 16.
Okay.
Because each level you heighten it by also increases the amount of healing it does by 8 on the single touch version.
Oh, okay, cool.
If you take the 2 action cast.
No, it wasn't. So it's 16 plus 8.
That would be 24.
24. Yep.
So, Dooza gets back 24 healing. And you now have some nice trail gaunt bites on you.
Yep, cool. And my star collection, perfect.
Well, it's always good to note them down so when you can brag, you can brag about everything that's bitten you.
I think I can still.
Yeah,
treat-
I need
Oh, no,
to consolidate that onto my stat block
I
somehow.
could have treated wounds first and then healed, but not the other way around, right?
Pretty much, yes.
Fuck.
Well, you've now healed them all nicely into these nice little bite marks.
Yep.
Looks like someone's gone nom 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 and healed it that way.
Yep. Just call them lovers' bites or something, dudes. I just enjoy this.
And at which point you see the big purple eyes next to Quest now that you've got rid of the bad undead. Kitty Cat didn't like it apparently.
Fair enough.
Didn't know they feared undead.
Quest scritches behind the ears.
It is quite happy with that. So we are now past 10 o'clock. And next encounter will be a big one. So I think this would be a good point for us to stop tonight. Where Quest has his Wobberjack. Which may turn into a mount for Quest.
I'm sure we can tent on the middle of the road. And hope they're safe.
And you get to choose whether you take the medallion out of the tree or not.
Nope. At least I'm not.
All good. So I will call it a night there, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And you have successfully traversed into the forest and not died.
Woohoo!
Dooza came close.
Mm.
Sort of. If she brought me down to 0, I do have all ferocity, so I wouldn't have gone down straight away.
I know, but she got close.
She did get close, yes.
It's not very often I get close with Dooza.
No, not at all.
I will
The
put
dude's
it,
happy, he's got another to his kill count, so...
he does. So I will put it on in credits, and if you want to talk afterwards, we can do that too.
Sure.
Okay, so I'll be back in a moment.